to a new episode of Photography Behind the Scenes, today on this beautiful, wet, rainy day. I came out here to a lake and planned to walk along the side of it. Here I was already getting my first shots on my way from the parking area to the lake. It only took 3 shots and I found the first power pole to shoot. Here's the photo. I decided to crop the image to this CinemaScope aspect ratio, which I think works quite well here, seeing as the composition is now reduced to only the power pole and the cloudy mountains in the background. Then I walked closer to the lake and came to this cute park, where I decided to get a photo. So here's the second angle I got, which I think works better. I find the photo is a decent picture. It shows this calm scene of the empty park in the rain. Then to the right here, I found this beautiful stream of water. I tried to get a photo through the bridge's fence here, and it didn't work all too bad. The fence provides a nice subframe of this scene, and I really like the wooden elements here, meaning the wall to the left and the fence to the right. They're kinda cute. Then, as I looked to my side here, I enjoyed the empty and quite fresh-looking lawn. I got a simple wide shot of the area, and I like it. It's a bit empty, but not in a bad way actually. I think it's quite fitting. Then, to the left on the lawn, I saw this patch of sand with the 2 benches. I decided to shoot this as well because I was thinking that the benches add to this emptiness and slightly dull feeling of the scene. Here's the photo. I like it. The sand with the benches adds a nice point of contrast, and in this context with the rain and the almost lifeless atmosphere, I find the benches quite emphasizing of the scene. Continuing towards the lake, I stopped once more at this park to get a shot specifically of these 2 things here. This is the result. I think it works. It has this simplistic charisma. Then I made it to the lake and found this tree on the beach, which I was thinking could work as a subject. Here's the photograph. I think it works. The tree is an effective subject, however, the scene as a whole is a bit boring, I find. Then I approached the lake and found this red boat, which is just perfect. In this overly green environment, it's a beautiful point of contrast. I got quite close to the lake to get the right angle and shot this here. I loved the outcome. As you can see, I went quite freely in the editing process and gave the photograph this surreal and kind of dreamy look, which I think is quite fitting here. While experimenting in Lightroom, I even went a little far and made this edit, which clearly is a complete surreal approach. I think it's beautiful and I'm enjoying the surrealism. After that, I got a bit closer to the boat to shoot a detail photo. This is the result. I don't particularly like this shot, but I also don't think it's bad at all. The colorfulness is definitely nice. For a while, I continued to walk through the forest and eventually came to this river, which was clearly flowing stronger than usual due to all the rain. I decided to shoot something here. I wasn't really sure what, but something. I chose to shoot the little branches in front of me with a rather slow shutter speed to get a blurry river in the background. This is what I got. I think it's okay. I achieved what I wanted to achieve, however, now looking at the photo, it's kind of boring, I think. Not far from that spot, I was walking along this path through the forest and decided to halt here and get a simple shot of the cute path. I love this outcome. It has a peaceful and quiet feeling. A little further, I came to the river and a bridge to cross it, and on the other side I found this car parked at the side of the field. I thought this car has the potential of being the simple subject in a wide shot of this area, and this is what I got. I think it works. I love the mood of the scene, and the car adds this storytelling layer to the photo, letting me or us guess who parked here and why and what for, etc. Before moving back into the forest, I walked up to the car to get a similar shot to the previous one, just without the car. This one is okay. I tried to make it look a bit like a film still, but in the end, I think the composition with the car simply worked better. Then I turned around and walked to the forest path. Before, however, I came across these power poles. I thought I could get an interesting shot by shooting through this front power pole. This is the result. I think it's quite nice. The front power pole provides an effective subframe for the scenery in the middle. And just a little further, another power pole on the field caught my attention, and I composed a simple center frame which turned out beautifully. As you can see, I went for a much darker edit this time, which I personally find adds to the scene and to the general mood. Then, in the forest, I found this cute shed. I set up a simple composition and got this photo, which I think is okay, but not special in any way. Alright, I've got the camera set up here and it's looking that way, and I'm going to run along this part here to the water. I don't exactly know what I'm expecting, but I think it could look cool, so I'll just try it out. I've got the intervalometer set to shoot every second, one photo a second for 30 seconds, and yeah, we'll see what kind of shot we can get. Okay, let's check that out. Ah, looks pretty cool, I think. I can't see much through this thing here, but what I can see is looking quite alright. Here's the first shot. I'm loving this. The landscape looks big and I can feel the wide space. Me running along the edge of the lake adds this decent sense of scale, which I think enhances the feeling. While editing, I thought another version that would fit this scene and composition nicely is a black and white version. And oh, does this work well, at least in my opinion. I really enjoy both versions and can't decide on a preference, so please leave your thoughts in the comments which style suits the photograph better. I think I'll do it again though, just so that I've got more choice than later in post-production. Okay, I know, I'll have to check later on the computer. From this attempt, I like this moment the most. The composition is actually the exact same as before, however, the difference in my position gives the photo a drastically different feeling. This one feels more personal because I'm much closer to the camera, whereas the first one felt more like an outside spectator watching. Here again, I created two versions. I don't know which I prefer. Okay, I switched the angle just to try this one out. And I'm getting so soaked. I hope I'm not going to get sick after this shoot. Okay. Don't like the angle, my head is right on the horizon. Looks a little weird. So yeah, it's another decent shot, but I don't like that the horizon is going through my head. It feels a little off somehow, so I decided to give it one more attempt from another angle.
So I found a new angle. It's a little sketchy, but not too bad. It's just up this little hill. I hope no one is watching me and thinking, what on earth is this weirdo doing here? Okay. Oh, I think I like this. Can't really see much, but what I see looks quite alright.
So this is what I got, and I'm liking it. The angle works beautifully. I enjoyed this higher point of view, which further enhances that outsider look. Here again, I made two versions, and this time I actually think to know that I prefer the black and white version.
I think I'll leave it with this now, because it's not gonna get much better. And I'm so wet. I better get down here. So I feel like we haven't been shooting for so long yet, but I'm completely soaked, and so I think it's the best to make my way back to the car now and then head home. But maybe on the way we'll find a few more shots.
And so I went, and on the way back to the parking area I surprisingly found almost nothing. At the very end I did see one potential composition here where I decided to shoot the shed with the horses. The result is simple, yet effective, but nothing special. With that shot done, the session came to an end and I headed home. This was a fun afternoon of photography on this somewhat miserable looking wet day. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. My personal favorites of the day are the photos at the lake. Specifically which one is too hard for me to tell though, they're all quite similar. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, leave a like, that would help me and my channel to grow. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, and I'll hopefully see you again next week in the next video. Until then, goodbye.